Hello and welcome to Mr. Standard's drum set tutorial. What I wanted to show you today was that snare drum, bass drum, hi-hat combination fill we worked on. The original version was just snare, bass, and you repeated that over and over for the length of the fill. It sounded like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you take every other snare drum note and put it on the hi-hat, you get something a little bit different. It sounds like this. 2, 3, and 4, and... Now, if we want to use that in the context of a rock groove, John Bonham and Led Zeppelin's tune, When the Levee Breaks, has a really nice halftime rock feel. Sounds something like this. And then he repeats that groove over and over. At the end of a phrase, whatever the phrase is, out of the chorus or coming out of the verse or coming out of the intro, you can throw that snare drum, bass drum combination fill in, and it works pretty darn well. So I'm going to play one bar of the When the Levee Breaks groove and one bar of the special snare drum, hi-hat, bass drum, I don't have a cool name for it, fill. One of those 10 essential drum set fills. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. That was one bar of the groove, one bar of the fill. Now I'm going to play it in a more likely context, which is 3 bars of the groove and 1 bar of the fill. Let's try that. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and the fill. And then from there you can move on. If you want to add a crash cymbal note at the end, you can add that nice crash cymbal hit wherever your crash cymbal may be, over here, over there. I don't have any crash cymbal set up right here, but it could be that too. I'll use that at the end of the drum set fill as a way to kind of put a little button or wrap a little bow around the fill, maybe add an exclamation point to the end of that snare drum hi-hat fill. This is what it sounds like with the crash cymbal at the end. 2, 3, 4. And a nice crash cymbal fill at the end. So let's put all of those things together. 3 bars of the When the Levee Break fill or groove, and then 1 bar of our new snare drum, bass drum combination fill, ending with a crash cymbal. Let's try it. 2, 3, 4. 1. Cool. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, go ahead and message me. Great.